Ironically, before this happened to me, I wanted to do the video. I'm just not getting to it. In my old videos, I used to do story times about people that bothered or hurt me. And I used to give them names so I could protect their identities. It doesn't matter who hurts you, it matters who invests in you after they've broken your trust and after their broken promises to you. Quarantine is not the only thing that we should be fearing. A lot of these relationships with people that we hold up so high. I've heard so many excuses in the past weeks as to why I should give a damn about an apology, as to why I should give a damn about somebody disappearing, as to why I should give a damn about somebody disrespecting me because I said that my presence is no longer needed here. Because I feel like this. I wasn't gonna say anything about it because it's like I felt like so many people, oh, they're not gonna want to hear anything depressing. They're not gonna want to hear. This is not depressing. I just realized that it's real life and people do it and people go through it, you know. And for me, it's like whether it's romantic or whether it's friendship, whether it's, I'm just so tired of doing these videos. You know, I feel like YouTube is my only place of healing because I could talk to you guys and be my real self. You know, I've heard so many things like, for example, you know how when you know you're not supposed to be someplace or someone's energy is pushing you away from them, you just know like that's not who I'm supposed to be around. And it's like, even though you know all of that, love is gonna make it blind so that you don't pay attention to that, so that you overlook all those things. That's what I mean. Love is actually blind and it never fails. So at this point, I stopped saying I lost people. I started saying they lost me. And you know what's funny? During this whole month, people just been disappearing, or I just been removing them because it's like, I'm not finna deal with the bullshit anymore. I don't have to. And I've been told that recently, I'm gonna just make this a keeping up with Dawn video. I've been told that recently I've been acting fake, this, that, and the third. Anything I've ever said about you, I've came to you and said it. Anything that somebody has asked me, I'm gonna give them the 411 on it. And I'm learning that your side does not always have to be told. You know, I sat here and I questioned somebody, and I sat here and I'm like, yo, but at the same time, you could have checked on me. If you really wanted to be here, you would have, you know? And I used to tell this story and I used to be so angry, but I'm calm now because it's like, if you loved me, you would have invested your time into me. I watched you invest your time into somebody that didn't deserve to be there. So right now you're giving me excuses because that person didn't want to be there, but I watched you out your way. So what's next? So I just said, you know what? Even though I know it's not gonna really get to this person in the way that I want, I'm gonna just say it and get it off my chest. And even though I know it's probably not gonna make me feel better, I said what I said. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I feel like people stay in your life because you prioritize them. Once your priority to them is gone, that's when their love and affection to you is gone. When you no longer show them that they're a priority, that's when they no longer love you and adore you. And I'm learning that people like that don't need to be a part of anything. I'm not coming on here to bash nobody. It's just a simple fact that why do people do that? Like, don't tell somebody, hey, I'm here for this, I'm here for that. Like, in the same respect, it was like I was asked, why did you come back And it was like, oh, I don't want you to get mad. Why would you say that you didn't want me to get mad? Because you already know that that question is not really a good question. Like, if you tell somebody, hey, don't get mad, but I just want to know this, you already know that that question is not a good question to be asking somebody. And instead of asking somebody after you did them wrong, why did you come back like they were the problem? How about if you really loved and you wanted to invest in them, how about you change your behavior? How about you prove them right about you? How about that? Because it gets so annoying when you're defending somebody's name. Oh, they're not like that. Like, I'm done sitting over there telling people about other people's character that I've encountered. Because I always say, if you could do it to somebody else, you could do it to me. You know, I'm not the type of person to listen to somebody else's judgment on, oh, this person did this person did that. I want to see it for myself, but I do keep that shit in the back of my mind. Like, if you did it to somebody else, you can do it to me. So I do, and that's just me. Like, honestly, I feel like I give people enough rope to hang themselves. Bitch, once you done hung yourself, you're dead. You're gone. I done threw a funeral for you in my head. You know? But this time, I just learned, that's why I said I'm calm, because I learned not to be mad anymore, but just to be done. You know what I'm saying? If you recognize that somebody doesn't have any more use in your life, not saying that, because like relationships, you're supposed to get something, you're supposed to receive something. If you're not receiving anything, at this point, you're being a friend or a relationship partner to yourself. You might as well be by yourself if that's the case, you know? I personally, I'm gonna just tell y'all a little story time so y'all like, why did this bitch go on and on and on? Let me just put it like this. I was in a situation where I left, and not romantically, but I'm gonna just say that I left the situation because I felt like it was really toxic and one-sided. I gave it so much time. 6 months is not enough time, by the way, y'all. I gave it in my head at the time what I thought to be so much time. When I came back, it was just like, okay, maybe this person did change, but as soon as I came back, they acted like nothing happened. They just started talking to me like we never stopped talking. It's one thing to do that if you guys just fell off and you guys just lost contact with each other. But if you know you did something to somebody, you don't just do that. Like, what? Like, who does that? Like, are these people like changing the story in their head so they don't have to, like, that's the thing. Every time I mentioned accountability or, you know, like, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? It's like, and I'm like, okay, I'm talking to myself. So, you know, at this point, like, why am I, like, and then I'm like telling myself, like, as I'm talking, I'm answering all of my questions. And I'm like, you know what? This is my closure. So the next day, I kept talking to this person because I honestly, it's like something in me still wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. The benefit of the doubt. And it's like I sat there and I said, Then I was like, nah, it still don't sit right with me. Because I gave all this time thinking that some type of change. And then, let me tell you the best part. I didn't get to the best part yet. When I had this conversation with this person, they said, I feel like I should have owed you an apology. I'm learning to forgive people who are not sorry. Somebody who is not sorry is going to show you. They're going to get quiet after that apology. Their actions is going to get quiet. Their whole everything is going to be quiet. You cannot face what you did because you know that that's already a part of your character. And you can't keep showing somebody like, here, like, this is who you are, and they keep pushing it away like, yeah, that's not me. That's not me. And then for you to tell somebody, oh, I try not to think about those type of things that basically that you did, it's like, are you okay? Like, you need, it's not my job to tell you what you need, but mental evaluation is definitely needed. I know YouTube is a huge platform, and like I said, I'm not here to bash nobody. Quite frankly, I don't give no fucks to bash anybody. I want you guys to start a new journey with me, because this journey, we're gonna call it, it's gonna be a road trip, a round trip, a flight somewhere. At this point, it's like, I don't know. It's like none of this makes sense to me. And I gotta keep telling myself that everybody is not gonna, you can't keep trying to force the importance in, you can't keep trying to force your importance into somebody else's life. Yeah. Because it doesn't matter how you see yourself, the more you try to force the importance into somebody else's life, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that whole "why did you come back" was like a slap in the face, low key, because it's like, what do you mean? I came back because, like I've said before, if somebody loves you, they're gonna invest in you, even when you show them why they shouldn't. I hope that went over none of y'all's heads, because it's gonna go over a lot of people's heads. It is. Like, it really is. I'm honestly to the point where it's just like, I'm done forcing it. I'm done sitting over there being that person that's like, here, this is who you are. I don't feel like that's my job. I'm done telling people what this and that person did to me. It's not my job. In due time, your true character will be revealed and shown. You can't hide your true self forever. You can't. It be the people that act like they're the perfect people, but low key it's like they don't have the best intents and intentions. Like, it's like, I'm not finna deal with that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm at the point in my life where I'm about to cut everybody out and start over. Because the old way wasn't working for me. Everybody that I met in high school, I put a dependency on them. Everybody that I meet in college, I'm gonna be independent and the dependable person, but I won't be the constant person. That's the difference. When you show people that they're more important to you than you are to them, they use that, and it's like, why are you mad at me? You showed me that you care about me more than you care about you. And sometimes these situations are a hard pill to swallow, but at some point in time, it's like, it's going to teach you and it's going to grow you. And at this point, it's like, what's the point of being angry? You wanted to know if there was changes, and there were none. You got your answer. Float along. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm mad at myself. And I'm forgiving myself, because seeing the good in a person will tear you apart, literally. Especially in people that you know ain't no good for you or anybody else. That shit will literally tear you to shreds. And it's up to you. whether or not you want to stay around this person after they've shown you who they are. But this time, I won't be back. And this time, that sits right with me. You know, sometimes we go back for closure. I don't know how many times in my past relationship did I go back for closure and answers. Why did you do me like that? Why did you? And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, 'cause you let him. Now you mad with him because for what? You let him. You let him. You can't be mad at him. I thought I would never get over that situation. And I let you guys watch me go through that journey. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm heartless because people use their heart less. I hope that didn't go over your head. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't care because other people don't care. 'Cause no, I'm so tired of hearing I care, I did miss you, I did love you. Well, where was your action behind it? None of that shit means shit if you're silent about it. It means nothing. Because if a person didn't want you there, they wouldn't argue with you about the shit that you're doing so you could fix it. You just didn't want to be there. And you should say that because you're saving other people's hearts and you're saving time. And if you don't have the heart to tell somebody that you don't want to be there, that's lame. That's lame because you let them invest time into you. You let them do all of these things, but you don't have the heart to tell them that you don't want to be there. That's something like, I don't know. I feel like these are things that I will never understand because I don't do people like they do me. I could never, because it's like, you know, what blessing are you getting out of that? And then let me tell you something. This is the funniest and ironic part of it all. You do people dirty, and then you have the nerve to wonder why all of this bad shit is happening to you. I don't get it. Like, people will sit there and literally fuck someone's whole life up and then wondering why so many storms is coming back to them. It's not even storms. It's karma that was literally imprinted for you. I believe in it. This is why if I ever do somebody wrong, I will forever say I am sorry, but I won't really say it. I will say it with my actions. Because I know how it feels to be told I'm sorry and nothing is done after that I'm sorry is said. I've done really bad things, but I feel like I personally corrected my bad karma by making that person a priority so that they know that if I ever broke their trust, if I ever broke a promise, if I ever broke something that was very valuable to them, that I know for a fact was valuable to them, I made it my mission to know, hey, you are loved and I am human and I made a really bad choice. I don't make mistakes. You wanna know why? Because mistakes are a way to say, I hate that people say everybody makes mistakes, everybody do this, everybody does that. No. When you hurt somebody, that is a choice, not a mistake. The first time, maybe. The second and the third time after somebody has spoken to you and talked to you about it, that is not a mistake. That is a choice. And it may not hurt you now, but once it stops hurting them, it's going to start hurting you. Because the fucked up part about it all is when you hurt somebody and they still show you love after you fucked them over several times, they didn't lose shit. In the beginning, it feels like hell. It feels like torture. It feels like you lost the best thing that happened to you because you cared. But in reality, you didn't lose shit. They lost somebody that cared and that honestly loved them. And when they look back, they will see it. And I'm not saying that about anybody else. I'm talking to myself as well. Because I have done things, not recently, because I feel like anybody that has been removed, I'm not gonna say that I lost, that's been removed, because everything I do with a passion. Everything, whether it's what I love, who I love, my creativeness, my work, I do it with a passion. You know, I don't get up here all the time because sometimes I really can't. My mind is not meant for it. But when I do have something to say to you guys, I do it. When I am feeling really creative, and even when I'm not, I still try to push myself to get on here because I know that when I talk to you guys, it's like, I don't care who sees this shit. I don't care. And I love that you guys support me, but at the same time, I'm not doing it for the supporter. I'm doing it because I'm doing it for me. Because when I put my video out, it's out there. I have no control over who sees it. I have no control over who watches it and who doesn't watch it. It's all love. You know, at the end of the day, I am learning for me and for my own consciousness that sometimes you gotta be okay with somebody not wanting to do for you. The reason why I say that is because a lot of people will sit there and they'll tell you, hey, I love you, but be silent about it. I tell people around me, if you're not gonna put pressure behind me like I put pressure behind you, I don't want the love, I don't want the association, I don't want none of that. I don't. Like I was saying, because I did forget for a second, I'm not gonna lie. Like I was saying, I have done things and I've pushed somebody away that has loved me because every time that I did try to love other people, that's what was shown to me. I have pushed important people away. And then I was the one that was left hurting. I laughed at their pain because I didn't want to be there. Yes, I did that. And then now it's like you see that that person was only trying to love you in the best way that they knew how. We will all have a day where we do something like that to a person. But some people are not replaceable. And in the end, it always hurts the one who thought they were. Thank you guys. I love you guys for watching. I hope you guys stay tuned for the next video. And thank you for watching. To the new people, welcome. To the old people, still love you. Thank you for walking with me. Because, you know, this quarantine had your girl up. I'm doing homework. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I've been watching movies and stuff in my Facebook. It's not that I don't want to be here. I do take the time out of my schedule when I do have the time. But like I said, I will always be real with you guys. I will always come to you guys correct. I will always come to you guys and let you guys know what's really going on, because it's like not a lot of people are being real on this platform. You have so many fake people, so many fake pranks, so many fake businesses, so many fake everything just so they can get publicized, just so they can get known and recognized. I don't aim for clout, y'all. That's why, look at my channel. If I really wanted clout, I would have been telling people, hey, go tell people to watch my channel. Go tell people. I would be posting it on all of my other big platforms that I have. All of my other all of my other social network platforms that are kind of big, but not really that big. That has like thousands of people watching me. I would have been posting it there. I'm not aiming for clout on this. Sometimes I like a small circle. Sometimes you're only meant to talk to the people that's meant to hear it. And that sometimes that has to be fine. At the end of the day, I said when I made this platform that I don't care if I just change one person's life. As long as one person received the message, that is all that matters. And I know I'm starting off really like small and I don't have all the equipment that I should be having right now, but I'm gonna use what I have so that when I get what I need, I am gonna grow. And I know for a fact that I'm gonna grow because I wanna grow. Not because I wanna show whoever doubted me that I could do it, but no, just so I could say that I did it for myself. My platform is kind of small, but when I started it was even smaller. That's why I said, you know, I love y'all. And that's that. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit longer than I anticipated, but that's cool because I left y'all for a minute. Now I'm back. I need to stop leaving y'all because I know y'all be missing my TED Talks because at this point, yeah. But yeah, bye y'all.